Hey everybody, Sid Miramontes and Sean Daly. Uh, how are we all doing? Hope you're all doing great. A lot of times people ask, "Hey, how often do you email your clients? How often should you email your clients? And what do you ask for when you email your clients?" So we typically email our existing clientele, not our prospects. This is our existing clients. We email them typically once a week, if not maybe every now and then a little bit more often than that. And Sean, I don't know if you want to jump in or do you want me to continue on here, but
Now you can
uh,
keep going.
yeah, we I'll give you an example. Like when the interest rates recently went up and interest rates were going higher, and we thought, hey, you know what? Which a lot of advisors thought, hey, you know what? We'll use T-bills to bring in new money and get other money they have sitting at the bank, and use that as a way to get additional assets. And of course, you put them in T-bills initially, and then once that money matures, then you put them into whatever else you think might even be better for them to do. But it helps you gain assets. So we started sending out our weekly market update that we send. And then what it started with was, hey, here's what T-bill rates are. Where it was big, bold, figures was the first thing people saw on the email that went out on a week-to-week basis. So then people were calling us like, "Hey, what is this? I'm getting 1.5 at the bank, or I'm getting my money sitting in the money market at whatever, and I'm not getting any interest on my checking account or whatever it may have been." And that led to a significant amount of millions of dollars that we were able to bring in via that way. So that's just one example. Sean, if you want to jump in.
Yeah, I'll just talk to the prospecting side. There's in the end, like how often should you email your prospects comes down to what's the data saying. So just keep track of the data. Any email program that you're using, whether it's MailChimp or Constant Contact, doesn't matter. Like it's going to keep track of that data for you. So just make sure you actually look at it and analyze it. Typically, when you get a new lead into our program, into our system, we're pretty aggressive. And if you think about it, a lot of times, someone goes to our website, they fill out a form. Chances are they're also filling out forms on other websites. And so not only do we want to call them immediately, but we also start emailing them immediately. And so we typically have 3 emails in the first week, which may sound like a lot, but a lot of times it's trying to get, send them a calendar link to schedule. It might be sending them a link to a previous webinar, or it might be like an ebook that we wrote or something just to help build trust. But typically, week one, we'll do 3 emails, then we go to two on week two, then we go to one, and then we go back up to two, and then we go to one moving forward after that. If they schedule and we meet with them, they get put into a different sequence. So just look at the data and use that to determine your program and how you do it. But most importantly, do it. Like, don't just send an email once a month, because it's not going to work great. You'll be able to get in front of more people if you email more often, but then you don't want to do too much either. So there's the right balance, and that's where the data comes in.
Well, it works. Everyone, Sean's been able to make sure that it does work. And again, know you're competing against somebody else that somebody else wants their business too. So you've got to ask. Make sure you have those asks in there. Ask your clients for money. Ask the prospects for appointments, because if you don't ask, somebody else is. So you got to beat somebody else before somebody else gets there before you do. So I mean, you get no money for second place. So if
And
you need any help, Sean.
yeah, if you need any help, reach out to us. Our advisors that work with us, we build out their email campaigns and manage that for them. So we'd love to do that with you. You can work with us in one of three capacities. We've got our RIA, which is Miramontes Capital. We have our insurance agency, which is all inclusive insurance services. And then we have our broker deal, which is Balanced Security Planning. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.